Hannah Regissa's husband was arrested on December the 23rd. She hasn't heard from him or seen him since.
In
the past, they have used false evidence. All the charges were false, and the witnesses presented by the prosecution were false. He didn't commit any crime at the time, but he was still charged.
Hannah's husband, Bekele, is a respected academic and opposition politician. After 3 years, 7 months behind bars, he was freed from jail last year. He was originally sentenced to 8 years for being affiliated to what the government described as a terrorist organisation. But the Supreme Court reduced the sentence because of lack of evidence. He supported the recent protest by members of the Oromo people, Ethiopia's largest ethnic group, and Al Jazeera spoke to him around 2 weeks before his arrest.
The way the government handled is, was very in an irresponsible way.
The protests were sparked by a government plan to develop areas in the Oromia region outside the capital, Addis Ababa. The Oromos say the so-called Addis Ababa Integrated Development Plan is unconstitutional because it ignores a federal system that gives each region a degree of self-rule. They say the plan is nothing more than a government land grab. The Oromo have for many years accused the government of ignoring their political and economic rights.
The protests represent one of the biggest crises the ruling party has had to face since coming to power 25 years ago. Now, the organisation Human Rights Watch says at least 140 people have been killed and many more arrested and detained. Now, rights groups say that the government is using hard anti-terrorism laws to crush any dissent.
The government says it suspended what it describes as activities related to the Addis Ababa Integrated Development Plan. It blames the violence on elements with connections to what it describes as a terrorist organisation. It says it's investigating the activities of many people it has arrested, including opposition leader Bekele Gurba.
He was suspected of masterminding a campaign that led to the destruction of property, the loss of lives. And of course, his case is being investigated by the police.
Hannah has repeatedly asked the police for news of her husband. But she, like many other Oromo families with loved ones behind bars, have no choice but to wait. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Addis Ababa.